Hey guys, Michigan CFMOTO and friends here. I had a company reach out to us about a week and a half ago. They're called Starknight Industries. They reached out for us to do a soft rear window for the 21 Gen 1s, Z-Force 800s, 500s, and 1000s. This is the first gen. So they reached out to us. They wanted us to do a unbox video and a install video. When the package did arrive, it was just in a plastic bag, so there was no really unboxing to do. There also was no instructions, so what we're going to have to do is you and I are going to go through this together and try to see how hard this is going to be to install. Looking at the window, it is very well built. It's got some really nice canvas. It's got reflective piping across it. The rear window does unroll, so it'll give you a full cab, breathable room to help cut down on the heat. So it looks like this is the top, this is the bottom. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Velcro or 4 hook and loops on each side to hook it to the roll bar, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Velcro straps to hook it to the top roll bar. So what we're going to have to do is get this up underneath our roof, and then also there is a Velcro strap that goes along the bottom of it that will hook to the bottom. So what we need to do is get the two 10mm nut and bolts off of the roof. There is a 10mm nut and bolt up here, and there's a 10mm nut and bolt that goes to your roof right here. You're also going to need a 10mm socket with a ratchet and a wrench to get the bolts out. I did already pre-take out the bolts, so to help move the video along, because you're going to need to remove the 2 bolts on each side to get the roof to go up so you can slide your window up into the roll cage. So basically what you do is these nut and bolts sit through your cage like so, and then you tighten them, you loosen them with your ratchet. You get your ratchet in on your nut, and then you just loosen it up, and then take your bolt out along with the nut. I put the 2 together so that way they don't get lost, and then we'll take and set those there, and then it'll be the same for the tops, and then that way the roof will flip open, and then we can get our window installed. All right, folks, so what we're going to do is we're going to lift the roof up. We're going to slide this corner of the back window up. It looks like it rolls up pretty far on the roof, so we're going to go high with it so we can pull it down if need be. We're also going to set these hook and loops loose, so that way if there's adjustments that need to be made, we can make them. Again, there's no directions with this that came with it, so I'm just kind of doing a trial and error, and we're going to see how it'll work. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around to the passenger side, and I'm going to set the upper like I did here, and then we're going to go back to this side, and we'll start walking down this side of the window. These 2 loops here are the adjustment loops to get the sides correct, which are going to end up going through this bolt here for your roof hold down. So let's go around to the passenger side. Just grab your window, walk it around, and then what we got to do is lift up on the roof again, and then get the bar across. As you can see, we're going to have to make some adjustments. Again, there's no directions, so this is all going to be trial and error, so you're going to see it live as I'm putting it together. And then this side goes together just like the driver's side did. So you just hook and loop it, and then we're going to go keep the buckle on the outside of the roof. We're going to jockey the material around to where it sits flush. Let's go back to the driver's side now. We're going to keep this buckle here, needs to be on the outside of your roll bar, which to me, these buckles here should have been on the inside, which would keep it a little cleaner, and you wouldn't end up seeing the buckle and then causing the roof to lift up. So maybe on the redesigns, what they can do is take this buckle, turn this strap around so the buckle's on the inside. One, you won't see it, so it'll look a little cleaner, and two, it'll be tucked up on the back side so it doesn't interfere with bolting your roof down. I can see this is already going to be a problem. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through and do the second strap. Again, it's just a hook and loop. So you're going to buckle it just like any other hook and loop buckle. We're going to do this side. Keep it loose. We don't want to hit tight so we can jockey everything around. Then we're going to do the third one, which goes around this roll bar on the cage. So this will come through. We'll just, again, hook it. Put your strap through, bring it around this side, put your strap through on that side, and then just pull. And she'll tighten up a little bit. We'll keep her loose so that way we can have it adjustments if we need to. This one here this strap here could possibly go maybe a little bit lower. I'm thinking this is how it's supposed to fit. So what we're going to do is just put it down on the bottom side underneath the roll bar for your 4-point harnesses, and again we're going to keep that loose. So this side here is kind of set. What we're going to do is go around and do the passenger side identical to the driver's side. So what you did on the driver's side, just reverse on the passenger side. And like I said, the way that I like to do them is I like to keep them loose so that way we can do any adjustments that need to be done. And then we'll just throw our strap around the roll bar. We'll keep her loose. Like I said, the material of this is very nice. It seems to be pretty durable. It's a pretty good quality canvas. Again, we're gonna set this one just like we did the driver's side. Put the strap through, loop it, set it back through. Sometimes these are taking a little bit longer than normal. That happens when you get older. Your vision starts to go a little bit, but we'll figure her out. We'll get her there. So we got that one in, we got this one on, and then the bottom one again is going to go underneath the roll bar for the 4-point harnesses, I would assume. Again, no directions, no instructions. So we'll keep that one loose. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go on the inside. And there's 4 Velcro straps to go across the top roll bar. So what I'm going to do is we'll get the camera inside and get those top 4 down, and then once we get the top secured, then what we'll do is we'll go through and we'll do the loops for the hold down for the roof, and then we can make our adjustments to make the window taunt. All right folks, as you can see, these are the loops that I was talking about. They go in through your roll cage and go through your mount right there. We're going to leave these loose for right now until we get these Velcro straps hooked around the roll bar. So what I'm going to do is go in on the passenger side, and we're going to start from the passenger side and work our way around to the driver's side. We'll get these tight up top, and then that way we can start pulling everything and getting the window taut like it needs to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the passenger side at the roof. There's 4 of them. So they're just Velcro. So we're going to go around the roll bar, Velcro it, make it, you know, as tight as you can get it. And then we're going to do the second one. Now, as you can see, I have a speaker. I have an Exogear 18-inch soundbar. I did not want to take the soundbar out because I wanted to see how easy this was going to be without having to remove any accessories that you already have. And so far, it seems to be pretty decent. I haven't had to move anything. I haven't had to adjust yet so far. This side here, where all the wires come out, looks like this could possibly be an issue, but I'm going to try to do it without having to take anything apart. So let's get this top Velcro around. We'll get that wire out of the way. We'll run the bottom Velcro around. Bring that up on the roll bar. Get that as tight as we can get it. Everything so far so good. And the one thing I do like about this window so far is that the material itself actually goes up past the roof So that way when it's raining, or if you get mud, or if you get any kind of snow or anything on it, it keeps everything out of the cab on the back part. It'll run down the roof and then down the back window. So now what I did is I got those 4 across the top. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start putting in our roof bolts, and I'm going to try to adjust these side straps to get them to where they'll be okay with the roof. Again, like I said, these buckles on both sides I think are going to be an issue, but I'm going to try to stretch the window out enough to get these buckles to come down around, hopefully down into this area right here, to where it's away from the roof, so there's no issues. Okay folks, what we're going to do now is we're going to lift the roof up. We're going to slide the top over that whole mount right there. This mount here, we're going to put our bolt through, but what we're going to have to do first is we're going to have to try to get this mount, this strap, over the roof so it can come down and sit like this, which I think this is going to be our first problem that we're going to have. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the bolt in, see if I can get it tight by my fingers, and then we'll have to jockey this around to see. We might have to readjust this. I do have it as far as I can with the window, so what we might have to do is hold this down while we put the screw in over here. So what I got here is, like, again, is our 10mm bolt, which is the factory bolt coming out of the roof. We're going to put it through the mount on the roof. We're going to get it into the eyelet that is on the material, which I can see we're already having an issue with the material eyelets. So let me take and show you this. The material of the eyelet is starting to pull out of the mount hole. You can see right there. So we already have an issue with the eyelets pulling through the mount. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to have to get this over here like so, and then put the bolt in, and then I'll have to email the company and tell them that we're going to have to do some reworking of the eyelets. So let's get this back over here. We'll set this down. We'll see if we can get everything together, and then possibly see if the passenger side is the same way. That's a little bit of a disappointment. I was really liking this so far, but I can see there's already an issue with the fit and finish. So I don't know. We're gonna have to try to get her figured out and help these guys out a little bit. All right, so let's get that through. This is a little bit of a pain, but we'll figure it out. We'll get her there. So let me put the nut down. We'll get this through this side. All right, we'll get the eyelet through. There we go. We'll get her down on there. Let's go ahead and keep this loose for now so we can jockey everything around if need be. This is a little bit disappointing. I was kind of hoping that this was going to work a little bit better. So let me go ahead and put the nut on, and then we'll go around to the passenger side and get that set. I might have to loosen up some Velcro. Looks like we do. So let's loosen this up, get this a little bit looser, and then what we'll do is we'll just go a little snug on it. We're not going to pull or taunt. We'll see about the other side and see if we can get that one to work a little bit better. So let me go around to the passenger side. Okay, we're over on the passenger side, and as you can see, this is already becoming a problem. All right, so we're going to loosen this one up, let this jockey over, slide this up. We'll get our nut and bolt, put our nut and bolt in. We'll get this situated, and then we'll probably have to readjust everything. This is why you keep everything loose, so you can get it all figured out and drive fit everything. So we'll get this one set up, go that way through the eyelet and through your bolt hole for your roof hold down. We'll get that one set. All right, we got that done. Again, I'm not liking the way that this is fitting. This is actually this mount here, this buckle needed to be on the inside. It's just not fitting correctly. There's gonna be a lot of slop play up here. No matter what you do, it's not gonna be super taut like I was hoping. I might be able to try to work some of that out with moving the eyelet over, but I don't think it's gonna work on the driver's side. We're already pretty taut in some spots. So let me go ahead and we'll try to tighten this up, see how she goes from here. So again, we're just going to tighten we're cinching everything down to make sure it all fits right on all the buckles. And then what we'll do is we'll go around to the driver's side. We'll do the driver's side the same way. I really don't like these buckles sticking out. These buckles should have been on the inside so you can hide them. It'd be a lot cleaner. That buckle's okay. You're not going to see that buckle, this buckle, that buckle, and this buckle. These 3 buckles should have been on the inside so you can hide them and it'd look a little bit better. So let's go around to the driver's side. We'll tighten those up. All right, guys, we're on the driver's side. And as you can see, this buckle here, it's showing. This one's a little bit flatter, but the strap is tight. It's taut, there's wrinkles in it, but I mean, it's nothing you can do because these are going to be like a generic fit. So we got the bolt in on this side. Let's get our strap sides strapped down to where it's taut and nice looking. Then we'll go ahead and we'll put the upper bolts in the roof, and then we'll work on there's a strap right here, a Velcro strap that goes around in the center, so that'll tie to this bar. And then I believe there's a couple Velcro straps that tie in here and here for this bar. I did not want to do those. I wanted to do the top first and then work your way down, so that way you can pull everything taut. So we'll go ahead now and we'll tighten up these buckles, get this all nice and taut. The buckle system is nice. I will give them that for the way that they got it. This is so far, if we can fix these buckles again on the outside, put them on the inside so it's a little bit cleaner fit. And this one especially is a problem with the roof line. This one here definitely needs to be on the inside. That way we get the buckle out of the way, the roof will sit down flat like it's supposed to, all your bolts will fit. So what we'll do now is I'll go through inside again on the passenger side. We'll do that strap, and we'll do the 2 straps that hold it to the center bar that everybody hooks their 4-point harnesses to. Again, I'm going to go through the passenger side, makes it a little bit easier. The strap right here is Velcro, so we're going to go ahead and undo the Velcro and put the strap through like so, and then make that one nice and taut so that way there's no problems. And then there's 2 right here, same thing. We're going to do the Velcro, we're going to loop it around, get it as tight as you can get it. Put your Velcro around there so that way it holds it tight to the window. There's also one on the driver's side. It's the same thing, Velcro. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the bottom Velcro across, hold it with your thumb, pull it tight, wrap the top around. There's only 2 Velcros to hold the window to the center and 1 Velcro to hold it to the bar here. There is a zipper on the passenger side that we can zip this open, and you can run it all the way across your window and then down, and then that'll fold down, and then you can buckle that over so this whole back window can be open when you're going down the trail. So now that we have that part of it done, what we'll do now is we'll go in and we'll put our upper roof bolts on. So I'll start on the passenger side since I'm over here. And again, it's just the 10mm that you took out. So you're just reversing the procedure that you already did. So what we got to do is put the 10mm bolt through the grommet and the spacer. It goes through the roof, and then you put your 10mm nut on, and then I'll go over to the driver's side and we'll do the exact same thing on that side. Okay, we're on the driver's side. Again, it's just a 10mm bolt and nut. and it goes through your existing roof mount hole. So we go up through the top with your nut, your bolt, go down through, and then put your nut on the bottom. And these here, you can tighten these up without using a wrench. Just get yourself a socket like I do, and then just hold the top with your hand and then tighten it down. It'll tighten down enough. There's a spacer in there so you won't crush anything. And then do the same with the rear mount that you have for the window that was giving us all the grief. And then I'll go around and I'll do the passenger side the exact same way. Again, you go through the top, hold the top part of it, and then all you got to do is just take and tighten it down. It'll only go so far, and then it'll stop. There's a metal spacer in there so you don't crush your grommet. And there you are. Now those are tight. The window's in. Let's look at the back and we'll see how to fix the rear of it. I do see an issue, so I may not put the Velcro on it because it's not going to cover the whole window. Okay folks, again, there was no directions, no instructions with this. It does have eyelets here. I'm assuming that if you wanted to, there was no hardware in the bag, that you could take and run your screws into your plastic and screw this down to where it would stay taut like so. But the problem is this section right here, if you go back to there, it's not going to form the way that it needs to. The Velcro stripping that's on it is set too high. It'll work here because there's enough of your contour of your bed, there's enough there to put Velcro. But if you try to do the center, it's not going to work. It's going to pull it up. So there is going to be a gap at the bottom, and it's the same on the passenger side. As you can see here, it's the exact same. So you can run screws in it if you want. I'm not going to put screws in my bed. And I can put Velcro on from here to here, but then that's just going to leave the center open. So what I'm going to do for testing purposes, because they have not fixed this and this is not going to work, they need to make this flap a little bit longer, so that way when you put it on, you run your Velcro down, it can move with the window and come up like so, and be a little bit longer to come through here, and then that way you can stick your Velcro across. Other than that, this has actually been a pretty easy install. It does fit pretty decent. This company is on the right track, but they just need to fix a couple issues, and then this will be a decent window. What I'm going to do now is, since we have it this far, is I'll open up the window and show you that you can roll it down and strap it so you got a full opening for the rear. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring the zipper around. We'll open up the rear window. I can already see that might be a little bit of an issue for some people. So what we'll do is we'll come around this way, we'll open it up, and then bring it down. And then what you can do is roll your window up, bring your Velcro around. This is actually pretty nice. I like this part of it, because my normal window that I have is a 3-Star Industries, and it's got a vent in it, but I don't have an opening this big. So what we'll do is we'll go around to the passenger side, we'll roll the window up so you can see the finished product here. This is actually pretty nice. So, and it's an easy install. It's taking a little bit longer right now because I'm doing an install video than it would be to do it. And it's not a super hard install. The biggest problem that I found with it is the roof mounts. The upper roof mount is fine. It's this roof mount here where the eyelets are. They need to get a heavier eyelet for it, and beef that area, maybe put another strap of material in there, beef that area up a little bit. And these buckles, these 3 buckles need to be on the inside so you don't see them. And that will also help with trying to get the fit right on the roof, so that way you don't have this problem with this upper buckle. So what we'll do now is we'll put the window back up. I'll take her for a ride so we can see what it's like, and then I'll put the window back down and I'll take it for another ride so that way you guys can see both ways. All right, folks, I did want to show this because this could be a problem for some people when you zip it up. So you just take it and you zip it, and then that corner's a little bit tricky, but they give you extra rope. So all you do is you come across. This is actually a pretty nice part of it. I do like that the window is opening is available. The zippers seem pretty nice. They're coated. They don't have an issue with them right now. I don't know what that would be like once this gets dusty and muddy and you know, get out in the elements. But for the most part, the fit and finish on this is decent. I do, like I said, I do like it. They got a couple bugs that they got to work out. And that happens when you get companies like this that reach out to us. We're test fitters for them, so that way we can provide input with them. They can tweak them a little bit before they get to you guys. So let's go for a ride. All right, guys, this is what I was talking about on the inside. See how the inside of it, that's the Velcro strip right there that you're supposed to put down. I'm not going to do that because it doesn't fit the window properly, the bed area. So there's going to be a gap, as you can see right here. I am not going to do that to my machine because they need to fix that before I go and adhere the Velcro to it. This is the issue that I have. And these buckles, like I said, these buckles here, this one, and this one right here. Those three buckles right there need to be put on the inside. So they need to turn these straps right here around. Other than that, so far the fit is pretty good. That's the 4 Velcro straps that I was talking about. There's that one there and that one there that hold it, plus that one right there. So that holds it to the rear window. So let's go for a ride. All right, guys, so we're gonna go for a little bit of ride. I do apologize for my exhaust. It's an RJWC cross flow, so it is a little bit loud. So let's go ahead, and this is what the window looks like. This is also with the window shut. Does have a little bit of movement, but that could be because, like I said, I did not put the Velcro across the bottom. You can see pretty good through the rear window. I do like that aspect. You can see right there in the mirror, that's looking through the window. That is right now as the window is brand new. That may change, but as of right now, that's what it looks like. So we'll switch her around. We'll come up to the stop sign. What I'll do is I will open the rear window, and then we'll go for another ride. All right, folks, we got the rear window open now. So we'll go ahead and we'll go for a little rip. We'll go around the neighborhood, and we'll see how it does. Right now that there is a lot more airflow going through the cab with that window open than with it shut. So that is very nice. And like I said, the window is a nice window. It's just got a couple imperfections that they need to take care of. Once they address those, it'll be a pretty decent window. And they're just minor things. They're nothing major. It's a couple, quality issues that can be made when these are going into mass production. So it's very simple to just turn the stitching around when you do those buckles. Just flip them around instead of having them stitched the way they are. Down here to the stop sign, and then we'll turn around and head back and give you guys my final thoughts. All right, guys, so you've seen the install. You've seen how to take care of all your bolts and how to do your straps and how the window works. You've seen my comments on the buckles, on how they need to be changed, and the eyelets, the area needs to be reinforced. My final thoughts on this product is it's a good product. The canvas is really nice. Starknight if they get the couple issues fixed and tweaked before mass production, they'll do a good job. Again, all you have to do to get these buckles turned around is just before you stitch them is turn them the opposite way, so the buckle's on the inside. If the buckle's on the inside, then there won't be an issue with the fitment up at the top. And then if you get the eyelets fixed, I appreciate the company reaching out to us, doing it to get us to do an install video. This is the first install video that we've done. This is the first product that we've tested. I really do appreciate them reaching out to us. That meant a lot to us. I hope to work with them possibly in the future, or hopefully this will get a little bit of traction and I can be a tester for other companies. I don't mind using my unit as a guinea pig for fit and finish and fitment. I've already worked with Race 310 on theirs. So again, Starknight, if they get those couple of issues fixed, this will be a good product out there. The stitching, get the buckles turned around, get the eyelets fixed, and put a flap down here to cover the center, so that way it'll be taken care of. I am not going to do that to my machine. I'm not going to screw screws into my plastic and then have them come back with an updated version and then have to put more holes in it. And I'm not going to put the Velcro across here if there's going to be another piece that's going to come down on an angle. I would rather have it be one piece of Velcro that sticks than 4 different pieces. So we'll wait and see what the finished product will look like. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I hope this was informative. I hope this was incisive. I hope this helps you guys on any installs, whether it's with Starknight or any other soft window company. Should be the same install procedure. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.